everybody. We're so glad you're here. We have an unusual setup tonight. I'll talk about that in just a minute. But we want to be sure that everybody has a seat, a chair, an actual chair to sit in. So if you are at a table that has empty chairs, would you just raise your hand for those who are coming in the back who need a place? And also, we have a handful of people who are getting chairs out of the back closet. Thank you, Gage. So we're setting out chairs for you guys. Thank you so much. So we've got hands up if you need a place. There are places. Also, there's food. So if you just walked in, there are tables on either side and at the back where you can grab food. So feel free to go ahead and do that. We just want to give everybody just a minute to get settled, and then we'll get started. Okay, so if you're just coming in, we're in the process of pulling out extra chairs. There are a handful of tables that still have seats available, and they are raising their hands to let you know how many people can sit there. So thank you so much for doing that. So the reason it's this way is because of Easter. Our church fed Easter lunch to about 1,200 people in the community this past Sunday. And they haven't had a chance to tear all this down and put the rows back. And so we get an opportunity to practice flexibility and creativity one more time. And so it's a good thing. It actually kind of fits the mood of this night. Showcase night is really fun. It's one of my favorite nights of the year, just because it is a little more relaxed. I love a highly produced show. We're going to do that next week. We're doing Moana Junior, and it is highly produced from the moment the lights go up to the moments the lights go down. And so that's a lot of fun too. But this is special to me because this night is really, to me, what Reclaim is about. Because Reclaim is really about building a community of people who love Jesus and love the arts, and that's what you guys all are. So whether you know each other or not, you are all part of this community, and that's a really exciting thing for me. I'm so thankful that you guys all came out and you're here to support your students or your family or friends or whoever it is that you're here for. And we just get a really great opportunity to share this time together. And so I have just a couple of things I want to say. First of all, that this is a more relaxed night, and so the transitions aren't going to be perfect, and that's okay. And small children are going to be doing things they shouldn't do, and that's okay. And probably big children will be doing things they shouldn't do, and that's also okay. So we just want to be here and have fun and enjoy this time that we have together. So what I'd like to ask you to do is just take a minute and breathe. This is for me too. Just take a breath. It's been a very busy season, and I'm sure we could raise hands and almost everybody in this room could say the same thing. It's been a good season, but there's been a lot going on. And so it's good to take a minute and just breathe and enjoy that we're going to do this moment with the Lord, with all of us together. This is, in its own way, a type of worship. And so we want to kind of get our minds in that spot. I think that we're so trained by our culture, by the internet, by whatever, to just rush from one thing to the next, you know. Like, I watch my kid do that thing and then run to the next thing because that's what has to happen next. But what I'd really love for us to do is just take a minute and kind of settle into this moment and just enjoy it. That's what the arts is really about, is you kind of stop and just let God speak to you through the art that's happening on stage. Let God speak to you through the community that's here in this room. Let him speak to you. And then we can speak community to each other. We can speak into each other's lives. And it's important and it matters. And we have to fight for that. I think you guys would agree. We really have to fight for these moments. And so we want to really take advantage of it and see it for what it is and claim it for what it is, which is a time for us to be together and enjoy being together and enjoying the arts together. So here's my encouragement to you. When we're done, if you can avoid it, I know some of you have places to be, but if you can hang around, talk to somebody you haven't talked to in a while. There's lots of people in this room that I'm sure you see at HEB all the time, and it's a quick, hey, how you doing? And that's it. You have a minute to catch up with each other, or introduce yourself to somebody you don't know. Maybe this is the time that you finally get to meet that kid that yours has been talking about all year, right? Or their family, like that kid who's they're talking about every week. Oh, that kid in my drama class, he's so crazy, or whatever. So this is an opportunity for you to do that and make that connection. So I just encourage you to do that. We just want to enjoy this night and enjoy being together. You guys are going to see some really wonderful things. Some of them are very serious and really special, and our students have worked super hard. Some of them are very silly, I'm just going to go ahead and say. But I think that's good. I think God created silly. I mean, how else do we have it if he didn't? We think God is so holy, so righteous, so separate, and yes, he is, but also, if we have that desire to laugh, where did we get that except from him? So, you know, we're going to watch a show about the attack of the killer potatoes. And that's just as God breathes as anything else that's happening up here. So it's going to be fun. And we just want to encourage you guys to really enjoy tonight. Also, the food is out. So, you know, if you want to get up and get some food, that's fine. Please do enjoy this. It's family style. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to pray and then get started and let our group start coming up. So let's bow our heads. Lord, I thank you for tonight. I thank you for the end of another great year. God, you are so faithful to let us participate with you and be creative with you. And we acknowledge that everything that happens tonight is from you, and that we can't do anything truly beautiful or creative apart from you. And so we're thankful for the gift that you give us, Lord, of being able to know you and know each other through the creativity you've given us. And so we pray tonight as we watch the show that you would just be here, that we would sense your presence, and that you would speak to us through the things that we see on stage. And we just thank you, Lord, for all the good gifts that you give us. Just bless this night. In your name we pray. Amen. All right, we're going to start with Miss Linda's chamber orchestra. So come on up, guys.
Next, we're going to perform a very popular Irish jig called the Swallowtail Jig. The next one is called March Heroic, so we're going to dedicate this to all the heroes, our veterans, our service members, our medical staffs, and people that keep us all going. This is March Heroic. thank you so much. I would like to sincerely thank the First Baptist Church here in Marble Falls for giving me the opportunity to have fun with children of all ages, the Stubblefield family and the Reclaim Arts Academy. So this is the first little community orchestra we've had, and in the fall we will have children of all ages. I have adult students and students of all ages. So at the 3 o'clock hour will be the beginning strings class. So if you want to brush up your skills, if you already play and you want to learn how to play again, I invite you to come. Hopefully this group will just keep growing in size. Maybe we can branch out to two groups. And then at the 4 o'clock hour will be the advanced string class. So most of the kids that were here playing today will move into that class. And then hopefully at the, no wait a second. The beginning of strings is at 4 o'clock. I know how to tell time. I'm sure it's on the registration page correctly. 4 o'clock is beginning strings, 5 o'clock is advanced strings, and 6 o'clock we're going to play music. I am a retired orchestra teacher, and trust me, I have 2 giant violin cabinets in my garage full of orchestra music that will be really fun for the kids to learn together. So we'll just, during the class part, we'll focus on instrument technique and work on the hard spots, and then at the 6 o'clock hour we'll just have fun playing music all together with our friends of all ages. And thank you very much, and good night.
This is the beginning guitar class this year. We had thought about maybe doing some AC/DC, but we picked a couple of worship songs instead. Y'all are welcome to sing along. We'll do the Revelation song first.
like to know? Oh, well, in that case, where's the bathroom? Thank you very much. You've been very helpful.
My art piece, Country Days, is a style of surrealism, which was really popular during the 1900s. Many famous artists use surrealism, and most say that Picasso falls under this style. The original piece was based off of Picasso, but plans changed, turning it into a full day and night in the country.
Well, you call.
My art piece, Beauty in Bloom, is a 1960s photism that was first inspired by Georgia O'Keeffe's world-famous floral paintings and later on brought to life after a long drive in the countryside, watching the sunset go down over a field of flowers. Using a variety of colors and textures, this piece is not only pleasing to look at, but also very intricate and detailed. The use of the color black is not only to bring out the vibrant colors in this piece, but also to represent the agonizing hours that were spent making this.
The Lady in the Paper by Tate Johnson is a 1940s painting of the colorful Claire Dumont in A World Without Color. This painting uses symbolism to tell Claire's story. Claire sought past the common ideas of society, brightening the lives of those around her. Her brilliant and independent ideas had her featured in the New York Times newspaper for all to see. She caused an uproar in independence for anyone who sought color and change in their lives.
Bubbles by Carolina Gomez. My art piece is meant to express feelings of playful joy that can only be shown through bubbles. This art style is something I have been experimenting in my art at home. This art style is similar to abstract art that was popular in the 90s. And that is all you need to know about my wondrous piece, Bubbles. I'm going to go take a nap. I'll leave this here.
My art piece is actually just based on memories of when I was a child. One of the first memories I have around Easter was my grandfather telling me that Easter happens when the dogwood flowers bloom. Now, although mine is not necessarily like a dogwood, dogwood flowers, they're kind of a legend about how they represent Jesus Christ. They have 4 petals on them, and each one has a hole at the end of the petal with a red tinge around it like nail holes. So for me, that was the first time that I think I ever saw the real fingerprint of God in creation in nature. And it stuck with me ever since. I would play in the dogwood tree as a child and know what time of the year it was and what it was about. The dogwood tree, and just like any blossoming tree in the spring, is about renewal and a memory of what was and the renewal of the future. And so the dogwood trees are in multiple colors, whites, pinks, and reds. But mine is all of them because it looks better that way.
Wonder if there's anywhere else in the whole United States where you could have seen something like that. I just don't know. Y'all, that's crazy creative, right? I'm so impressed with them. So definitely when this is over, you're going to want to hunt them down and really check it out because they work so hard at getting their living art pieces created and prepped and ready. So it's just amazing. I'm so thankful that we have Mara and all her crazy ideas. It's a lot of fun. Okay, so our next group is Drama 1, and they are going to be performing Going on a Bear Hunt, which If any of you were in public school in the 80s, was it just my school that did going on a bear hunt and it was like the thing that we did? Okay, I heard somebody else say, yeah, so somebody else has done this. Like that was the thing when they gathered everybody up to keep us busy for 5 minutes, we would do the going on a bear hunt thing. And so this crew is going to dramatize, whatever, going on a bear hunt. Dramatize. So, while they take just a minute to set up, I'm just going to say that Miss Sarah deserves something special because she ended up with 18 5 to 7-year-olds in her Drum 01 class. Yes, she deserves a round of applause. Not only did she do that, but she did it well. And so we are super thankful for her. Our drama classes have just kind of exploded this year. It's been really fun. So we're actually adding another section so that we can kind of break them down and there won't be quite so many small children in one classroom next year. But it's a lot of fun. All of our drama classes are wonderful and they're doing great things with our kiddos. And so we are really excited to see going on a bear hunt. Are you guys ready? Did I waste enough time? No? Okay, keep going. I'm gonna keep going. All right. I don't know what to say. I'm stuck. Tell a joke. I don't know any jokes. Where's Karis? Karis is our jokester in our family. She's the one who knows the jokes. I have no jokes. Oh, I have one. I have one joke. Here it is. Did you hear about the kidnapping in the park? It's okay. He woke up. Right? That's a good one, right? Thank you. That's a good one. Right? Yeah, that will not be a clap. Okay, you good? Okay. Almost there. Also, Sarah threw out her back over the weekend, and so she's also doing this handicapped a little bit, but she's doing great. Okay. Oh, okay. Are you good? Yes? Yeah. Okay.
We are ready for you.
catch a big one? It's a beautiful day. I'm kind of scared. Here we go. Uh-oh. It's a cave. A deep, dark, scary cave. We can't go over it. We can't go under it. It's a nose. A wet, shiny nose. And 2 ears. And big googly eyes. It's a bear! It's really I'm never going on a bear hunt. Ever again. Yeah, that was scary.
Oh my gosh, that was so much fun. Okay, well, I am Julian Jamar. I'm the Drama 2 teacher and the dance theater teacher and the writing teacher at Reclaim Arts. And next year, as Amy said, we're starting a new class called Intermediate Drama, and I get to teach that as well, so that'll be a blast. So our kids this year, our drama class got really big too, so we decided to do 2 numbers so that everyone would have a chance to have a little part. And our first one is being led by one of our teenage helpers, Lily Coleman, and she is going to be Maria, and the kids are going to do Do, Re, Mi. And the second one is led by Alexander McCallum, and the kids are going to do The Lonely Goatherd.
Let's start at the very beginning. A
they're going to read them to you, or not read them, they're going to say them to you. Turner's going to go first.
Jeremiah 29:11. I know the plans I have in mind for you, declares the Lord. They are plans for peace, not disaster, to give you a future filled with hope. Isaiah 56:5. He is wounded for our transgressions, he was bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement of our peace was upon him, and with his stripes we are healed.
Look at this quick.
Your voices are so good. Read your story. This is Madeline, and she's going to read her riddle to you.
I am giant and big. I like to swim around in the water and splash.
This is Esther.
I go up for the snow, my mane and tail fly behind. I am pretty.
This is Wesley.
I fly in the sky. I zoom low and high. I zoom far and fast.
This is Turner again.
I'm big and wet. I live in the ocean. I like to eat fish, and I can jump up high. I'm pretty. I have antlers. I run around at night. I live in wooded areas. I'm scared at your sight.
This is Roxy.
I'm brown and I fly fast and high. I go zooming down out of the sky to catch a rabbit.
Isaac.
I can fly in the sky. I catch fish while I fly. I make my nest high in a tree. I have lots of feathers. I have a strong, sharp beak. Who am I?
And Lily.
I have antlers. My fur is brown. My best friend is the butterfly that flies around.
Good job. And they all came up these on their own, and a lot of them are learning to read still too, so they did a great job.
That Amelia and Turner, since they volunteered all by themselves to memorize scripture, they also met with me privately for a
Personal project that they got to do, and they dedicated it to the Ukraine, and they have that up there as well.
Tess wanted me to come up and explain her speech. In advanced theater, we study theater techniques, but we also study how to write your own monologue, how to write your own play, and how to write and deliver a speech. So I stretched them just a little bit. She's never done something like this before, so she's a little nervous, but she's gonna be great. She wrote this as an essay and sent it into a competition, and so she's going to present it to you tonight.
Imagine a circus. You're swept into a towering tent, along with a crowd of people. Through the lights and noise, the ringmaster announces, "Come one, come all. Feast your eyes on our amazing world on display. Life just keeps getting better and better. Gaze on our death-defying medical achievements and world-renowned technical advancements. You can even book a flight into space with Elon Musk and SpaceX. We can connect globally like we never have been able to before. Come witness life get better as the world gets smarter too. We have smartphones, smart cars, and smart houses. Do not miss the dazzling social media, where you can have thousands of friends, followers, and access to everyone's opinion and the latest trends, all at the click of a button. The exhilarated crowd begins to chant smarter, faster, better than ever. As the circus ends, you almost skip out of the tent. You are encouraged. Life is getting better, you think to yourself. But suddenly, you are faced with dark, looming figures that eclipse the light of the circus. You behold a world in all of its darkness, suffering from relativism, political division, and nihilism. Now the once glittering circus seems like a fraud. I believe that life is not getting better, though there are many reasons. Relativism is the first of these three. According to the New Oxford American Dictionary, relativism is the doctrine that knowledge, truth, and morality exists in relation to culture, society, or historical context, and are not absolute. If there is no absolute truth, then there are only conflicting human opinions. If there's no truth, there's no right or wrong. Since much of society takes this view of truth, we have lost our moral compass. Pastor of Saddleback Church, Rick Warren, who has been called America's pastor and who gave the invocation in the swearing in of President Barack Obama, contends that absolute truth does exist. He quotes, "A lie does not become truth, wrong does not become right, and evil does not become good just because it's accepted by a majority." Relativism erodes society's cornerstone of truth. Truth and a moral compass are necessary for life to flourish. But because the world is embracing relativism, there is no longer an atmosphere in which lives can thrive. The second reason life is not getting better is polarization and political division. Today, people are judged and defined by the political party they choose, not, as Martin Luther King Jr. would have it, by the content of their character. It is tearing families and relationships apart. Alliances to political parties have become idols in individuals' lives and are one of the causes of riots, fights, and the spreading of lies. Though tensions have been high in former seasons of U.S. history, the Capitol had never been breached until January 6, 2021. Amy Sherman of PolitiFact called the event unpredicted in modern history. America has chosen polarization over civil discourse. Gone are the days when people who disagree would sit down and discuss and argue civilly. Polarization and extreme political division eat away at a peaceful, productive life. Lastly, nihilism will keep life from getting better. America used to be the land to reach impossible dreams. My generation is seeing that a college degree doesn't always translate to a sustainable job, but often does lead to a mountain of debt. Excessive screen time is also taking a toll on people's mental health. According to Jason Nagata, MD and lead author of Screen Time Use Study for JAMA Pediatrics, as quoted by Jess Berthoud, as screen time increased, so did adolescents' worry and stress, while their coping abilities declined. This translates to more depression, more anxiety, and the hopelessness of a mountain of debt, anxiety, and depression, to polarization and extreme political division, with the erosion of absolute truth and the embrace of relativism. It is no wonder nihilism is on the rise. Does society have the willpower to find purpose in such trying times? The upcoming generation is our future. What will happen when a whole generation stops caring? As a 14-year-old girl, I have seen people my age stop caring because nothing matters. And they have made horrible choices because they have resolved that life cannot get better in the current climate. Though I do not believe life in general will get better, I have resolved to try my hardest to make an impact. In the words of C.S. Lewis, when the whole world is running towards a cliff, he who is running in the opposite direction appears to have lost his mind. Taking as many people with me, I am resolved to run away from the cliff's edge. I will hold on to absolute truth and not embrace relativism. I will choose civil discourse and refuse to be polarized by politics. I will lean into my purpose to care for others and work to lead a peaceful, fulfilled, productive life. The journey will not be perfect, but it will not be a fraud like the circus. Thank you.
Now I know I only love my Lord because He loved me first. Oh, the love that bled to pay my ransom. Oh, the love that death could not defeat. Who am I, so poor and undeserving? I am His because He paid for me. The temptations of this fading world would lure my heart away, for they whisper lies to make me doubt that He alone can save. But Christ supremely takes the place that He alone deserves. Now I live the life that's life indeed because He loves me first. Oh, the love that bled to pay my ransom. Oh, the love that death could not defeat. Who am I, so poor and undeserving? I am His because He paid for me. Oh, the love that bled to pay my ransom. Oh, the love that death could not defeat. Who am I, so poor and undeserving? I am His because He paid for me. When I shed this mortal frame of dust and stand before His throne, to no longer peer through murky glass, to know as I know. My eyes will finally clearly see my God's transcendent word, and I love Him best and most and last because He loved me first. I will love Him best and most and last because He loved me first.
What if you didn't understand what he saw?
Then you better figure it out because
Hi guys, I'm Stephanie. This is Lyrical Tap, and we will be doing We Don't Talk About Bruno. We had a really quick change, so there's somebody putting on the tap shoes right now. But how awesome are all these pieces so far, right? These kids are amazing, right? Bob, you ready?
What if you didn't understand what he saw?
then you better figure it out because it was coming for you.
everybody. My name is Zach Stubblefield, and hi, Miss Stephanie. And I am taking the advanced theater class here, and part of my assignment was to write a speech. So I'm going to say that speech over you. This is God's country. So my question is, why do we have political differences? James chapter 4, verse 1 says this: what is the source of quarrels and conflicts among you? Is not the source your pleasures that wage war in your members? This verse basically tells us to get along. But God doesn't tell us specifically not to argue, because some argument is good. Sometimes you need people to question your ideas and beliefs because they could get you hurt or other people hurt. Ever since I was a small child, about yay or so high, I have had this dream to become a politician. If I ever do make it to the political field, I probably will do a number of things. But first, I promise to try to unite the nation. I know there will always be that one extremely annoying person who doesn't agree with anything except for his own ideas. But everything's worth the try, right? With your help and support, we could turn America into God's country again. But all of you will have a part to play, and it won't be easy. The dictionary definition of unity is this: the act of forming a complex whole. In a simpler way, it means to come together. It would look like this: no more conflict, no more suffering, no more pain, just peace. Technically, we could turn this into God's world. It would be difficult. There will be people out there who wouldn't agree, but as they say, on earth as it is in heaven. It would be great, wonderful. That of these is life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Thomas Jefferson wrote those very words on the Declaration of Independence in 1776. From life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, we have come a long way. Down the wrong road. But I believe that there is still time to turn around and go on the road less traveled, the path of the Lord. Thank you.
Good job, Zach. Okay, next we have Lyrical 3. These girls, we have been working very hard on learning to praise with their own heart. This has been a dream of mine for a very long time, to not just give them choreography for every beat, but to let their heartbeat show them who they are in the Lord and how to gratify Him with praise in their dance. A big part of this dance is about actually what Tess spoke about in her speech, is a lot of teens these days are just downtrodden with hopelessness. We don't want that. That is not our future in Christ. And so we want to shine like bright lights, and we want to just stomp out all of those ideas that we have to be in this under a dark cloud. And so I'm excited for you to see how these girls interpret what the world is pulling them to be, and then at the end, how they show you that worship is not just a song, but it's also how we act and how we love others well.
Yeah, I'd rather be a lover than a fighter. All my life I've been fighting. Never felt a feeling of comfort. All this time I've been hiding, and I never had someone to come home. I'm so used to shit. Love only left me alone, but I'm at one with the silence. I found peace in your vibes. Can't show me there's no point in trying. I'm at one, and I've been quiet for too long. I found peace in your vibes. Can't show me there's no point in trying. I'm at one, and I've been silent for too long. If I'm being real, do I speak my truth or do I filter how I feel? I wonder, wouldn't it be nice to live inside a world that isn't black and white? I wonder what it's like to be my friends. Hope that they don't think I'll forget about them. I wonder. Right before I close my eyes, the only thing that's on my mind, been dreaming that you feel it too. I wonder what it's like to be loved by you. Yeah, I wonder what it's like. I wonder what it's like to be loved by you. Why I'm so afraid of saying something wrong I never said I was a saint. I wonder, when I cry into my hands, I'm conditioned to feel like it makes me less of a man. And I wonder if someday you'll be by my side, tell me that the world will end up alright. I wonder, right before I close my eyes, the only thing that's on my mind, been dreaming that you feel it too. I wonder what it's like to be loved by you. Yeah, I wonder what it's like. I wonder what it's like to be loved by you. Clear the stage and set the sound and lights ablaze. If that's the measure you must take to crush the idols. Jerk the pews and all the decorations too, until the congregation's feeling have revival. Tell your friends that this is where the party ends. Until you're broken for your sins, you can't be social. And seek the Lord and wait for what He has in store, and know that great is your reward. So just be hopeful, 'cause you can sing all you want to. Yes, you can. Sing all you want to. You can sing all you want to and still get it wrong. Oh, worship is more than a song. Anything I put before my God is an idol. Anything I all my heart is an idol. And anything I can't stop thinking of is an idol. And anything that I give all my love is an idol. 'Cause I can sing all I want to, yes I can. Sing all I want to. We can sing all we want to. We can sing all we want to. We can sing all we want to and still give wrong. Worship is more than a song. Clear the stage and set the sound in line to place. If that's the measure you must take to crush the idols.
Hi again. This is Mixed Media 1, and all that mixed media means is that you use more than one art medium. So if you use watercolor and oils and you put them together, that makes mixed media. So you can use lots of different elements in your painting. They did the same thing as the Early Start Art did. They have their art riddles they're going to read to you. We have two people that did the scripture. They volunteered. That would be Hayden, so you can step up, and Ella. So you guys come over here. So Ella couldn't meet with me privately. Their bonus was to meet with me privately and do an art project, but she did it at home by herself. So the Ukraine art was also Hayden and Ella, and she did it at home. She came running in here, I have my art, and I mounted it right there, right before we came in here. So I'm gonna let Ella go first.
Ecclesiastes 3. To everything there is a season, a time for every purpose under heaven. A time to be born, a time to die. A time to heal, a time to plant, a time to pluck what has been planted. A time to kill, and a time to heal. A time to weep, and a time to laugh. A time to mourn, and a time to dance. A time to cast away stones, and a time to throw away stones. To gather stones. A time to embrace, a time to refrain from embracing. A time to gain, a time to lose. A time to keep, and a time to throw away. A time to tear, and a time to sow. A time to keep silence, and a time to speak. A time to love, a time of hate. A time of war, and a time of peace.
Good job. That was a very long time.
Joshua 1:8. Have I not commanded you? Be strong, be courageous. Do not be afraid, do not be discouraged, Your God is with you wherever you go.
One more person I'd like to showcase, and that's Addie. Come up here. So we support entrepreneurship here at Reclaim Arts Academy. We have lots of talented people that are here, not only teachers, but also the students. So part of the art class is business side, so she is a very encouraging and wonderful person to be around. We enjoy her immensely, don't we? So she's really funny. So she has a sticker launch. She has published her own stickers, and she will be selling them out there. They're about yay big, and they're, how much are they?
$5 each.
Okay, why don't you describe your stickers to them? The first sticker, what does it look like?
My first one is my logo. It's an and symbol, a sunflower, and a bumblebee.
That's super cute. And what's the second one? Because I was surprised by the second one.
The second one is a mom duck wearing a pink robe and drinking from coffee, saying, "Come talk to me till I haven't wanted coffee."
So please support Addie. She'll be selling stickers out there. You can give her cash or Venmo. She's got it. And I hope I don't embarrass you. Ashlyn, I know you're dressed as a sculpture. Come up here, please. She's living art, so she can move around. So see, she switched from this class to the next class, but she did one project in here. She's been a busy girl. So I'm going to start off with her, even though you're going to read it, but I'm going to have you read it. We don't have a picture of her, Dory.
Up, up and away, the start to a new day. We rise with the sun, delighting everyone.
She has balloons. This is Jack.
I weigh several tons, my words reach miles, and I bear millions of teeth.
And you've been busy. She was just dancing on the stage. Did you see her?
Ella.
I dance around with my arms and legs, graceful and beautiful in every way. I'm thankful that God made me strong. I dance for Him all day long. I dance for crowds or sometimes just for me. I dance out for the crowd, stray cats out in the streets.
And it's so fitting, right? This is Jeremy.
We fight for our mates. Mess with me, we'll put you in checkmate. Most of my species have a white tail. You can spot me on the trail. Sometimes I have antlers, sometimes I don't. Most of the time, I'm the target to hunt.
This is Caleb.
As high as I fly above the sky, I seek my prey, then I die. What am I?
This is Caden.
I'm a bird of prey. My wings are faster than lightning. My face is on every American dollar.
Maya.
You hear my song when I move along. In the water I move the ocean night and day. I search for my prey that go in my large belly and they turn into jelly.
And Addie again.
Apex predator of the sea, as scary as I may be, I am more scared of you than you are of me. Teeth stained with sticky, thick blood, fins pumping me through the sea hood. Eating fishy snacks, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
And we have Piper.
I have a friend and it's a butterfly. I have antlers and hooves. I can fight you if you mess with me. What am I?
Good job. And Piper here moved up from the littles class to this class too, so we do have special allowances that we do that with. Didn't they do good? They did great, didn't they? You guys take a bow. Take a bow. And I want to thank Melissa. She's my amazing assistant, and we are just racing around everywhere doing crazy things together. And all these kids fit with us. They're crazy too, and we love them.
Next we have Advanced Theater, and so they have worked very hard on this play. They wrote it themselves, and basically directed it themselves, and I'm trying to teach them to do all of the parts of theater on their own, including making every performance replete with deep biblical truth and very serious themes. And so we have aptly named this one, Attack of the Killer Potatoes.
Thank you for joining me on such short notice.
Oh, no problem.
As you know, our Earth is under attack. We need people brave enough to save us.
Do we know what we're up against?
Our data tells us the killer potatoes are the problem. Sign here. Anyway, this war has been going on for a very long time, and so we definitely need heroes. I need to make a few things and arrangements, if you'll excuse me.
Ring, 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 ring.
Hello?
You won't believe who I'm with.
I really don't have time for this, but dare I ask who? Please don't tell me it's that guy who carves celebrity faces into fruits again.
No, it's not him, sadly, but just come to the office and you'll see.
Hey.
Who is this? I told you not to tell anyone.
Madam President, she is my, partner here.
Very well then.
Oh, Madam President, what are you doing here, Your Excellency?
Stand up. Anyway, there's an apocalyptic attack happening everywhere. And so we need a new team. Apparently you can't get the Avengers on speed dial. So we need more people to protect us.
Do you know what our problem is?
Killer potatoes.
Killer potato? What is this word coming to?
Don't worry, I won't believe it till I see it. And even if they do come, I can fight them off.
Anyway, since there's trouble everywhere, we need to look for other people to help us. We are doomed.
know. I obviously have the same problem.
Sure, okay. Please, log off or do whatever you do to leave.
We do not have time for that. Thank you. Goodbye. Please log off.
Okay, next let's have, goodness me, you. Please step forward.
I am great and fantastic. Cool.
Oh boy.
I am Dad Joker, and by the time I'm done here, you won't be able to breathe. You'll be way too busy laughing.
Wait. So what you're telling me is you're a comedian. I don't see how that's gonna help us.
Wrong. I am not a comedian. I am a super comedian. A little bit about myself. I got fired from a juice factory. Apparently I couldn't concentrate. Okay, I also do charity work. Yeah, this morning a man showed up to my door asking for a donation towards the public pool. So I gave him a glass of water.
Have you been on any big adventures?
Yeah, actually, I've been skydiving. Yeah, I went with my friend once. Those parachute whatever, which that's okay because you don't need a parachute to go skydiving. Unfortunately for that guy, he found out too late that you do need one to go skydiving twice. Turns out it's not the fall that kills you, it's the sudden stop at the end.
Hello, my name is Dance Changer, and I have 1.5 superpowers.
Okay. Show us.
Well, I'm gonna tell you about them first. I can change my pants in 20 seconds. And I can make people randomly break out in dance.
Oh boy!
Do it.
Wait! Hold on a second. That guy can have 1.5 superpowers?
No, we already.
Wait, hold on a minute. No, I'm just gonna stop you right there because I actually have another half, okay? I am a very talented musician. Yeah, guess what I can play? I can play the piano by ear. I use my hands now, of course.
No.
Please.
You seem very troubled. Are you okay?
Yeah. Oh my
You seem very troubled. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine. Thanks for asking.
Goodbye.
No,
Go.
You'll need to
You
understand.
go.
No,
You
no.
go. 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 Hammer time is over.
Why?
Thank you. Goodbye. Go away.
Can't touch this.
Go.
Peace out.
Well, hello, friends.
So, what's your name?
Well, you know, it's a work in progress, but I had to come up with it on the way here, so it's Mr. Nocturnal. Well, you see, like I said, I had to come up with it on the way here. When I saw the ad, I was at a picnic, and oh, it was the most wonderful day. There were birds in the sky, we had the little triangle sandwiches, and we fed to the birds. Oh, but I'm rambling on. Well, I'm assuming that it has been a wonderful day for you.
That is to be.
Well, I am truly sorry, my friend. My dear condolences. Well, I hope that I can brighten the day by providing you what you need.
If your superpower is actually useful, maybe you can.
Well, I assure you, it truly is. So you see, I can go invisible.
Okay. Well, aren't you going to show up?
Well, there might be a problem with that. You see, it does have to be dark in the room for me to be able to see.
Well, you can't see in the dark anyway.
Well, what if our enemies are owls?
But they aren't.
Well, I'm not sure you know that for a fact.
Can you just I become your enemy?
Well, I'm truly sorry. I cannot give you what you wanted. It's the potato! Don't you look at that? I'm the only one left. Oh no, not the owls!
Excellent. The Foundations Choir has been working on stretching just a little bit. We worked on some folk songs. We have a folk song from Mexico, so we learned some Spanish. We have a folk song from France that you probably know, Frère Jacques, but we learned the true story behind the song, correct? Growing up, you probably thought it was about some little boy who slept through his alarm and are you sleeping? You're supposed to be up. The bells are ringing. Go to school. But truly, it was about a monk named Friar John, Frère Jacques, and his job was to ring the bell for matins, which happened sometime between midnight and 2 a.m., and he fell asleep. So he had to be woken up so that he could go ring the bells, and that's what it's for. And then we have some American folk song, an American folk song medley at the end that we would like to share with you.
They said I'm supposed to tell you that the first song is very sad because it's about our rooster who died and will no longer sing
Hi, I'm Sophia Mills. I'm a sophomore in high school, and I am in Reclaim's creative writing class. Despite it being a writing class, I have not written a speech for this, so we're just winging it today. The writing class has been probably one of the best things for me this year. I've loved writing for a very long time, and I've been writing a novel for about 6 years, but since joining the writing class, I have almost finished it, despite only being halfway through. And the writing class has just been a great motivation to write and do this thing that I really love to do. And I've learned so much from it. It's been really great.
And I'm Aria Stubblefield. I'm a senior in high school, and I have actually written and published 2 children's novels thanks to Miss Julian's writing class. I took it the first year that it was available. I don't remember what year, it's a while, before COVID. And I just remember falling in love with writing in that class. And I just really enjoyed the community that I found in that class, and we all just like got together for an hour every week and got to talk about our writing. It was so much fun. And so then that kind of got me kickstarted into like, oh, I actually really enjoy writing. I want to pursue this as a hobby. And then during the COVID lockdown, I ended up writing both my novels and got them published and edited all of that. Miss Julian and Mr. Jason helped me so much with all of that. And so definitely, she would say that everyone has a novel, like a story that you could write. And I would highly suggest you being in that writing class. There's so much community in there, and it's so much fun.
Guys, I'm Stephanie again. This will be Hip Hop 1 and 2. Very large group. I'm trying to make sure that it's nothing for them to trip on stage. So this piece is actually a continuation of last year's piece called Different. So this is Different Part 2. Last year was all about how to truly be a reflection of Christ and how He made you to be you in the way that you are different. The challenge was, even with your mask, dance different, dance hard, and go all out. So this year, it's a continuation of that, and I've added just a little bit of what makes me different, which is being Hispanic. I have a little bit of a Latin root, so I challenged them with a Latin dance to a song that maybe some of y'all have heard of. It's very fun, very upbeat, and I not only challenged them with the style, but with a lot of crazy transitions and formations, because that's kind of how class goes. It's really hard, and I make it hard because that's what makes it fun. Because afterwards they're like, oh my gosh, that was so difficult, but I had so much fun. So that's class for you. We are going to be dancing as hard as we can in white masks, and then they will be coming off. Watch out for those flying masks. I told them not to throw them at you. I don't know what's gonna happen. And also, please, 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 I don't know if you heard me earlier screaming my butt off over there for the dance class. With dance, you really feed off of the audience. So if you could really just be out loud, talk out loud, whoop. I don't care if your voice breaks, go for it, okay? We're trying to breathe back there with masks, so try and give us that energy that we need to perform. And yeah, guys, get set, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, and so this is Hip Hop Different Part 2.
radio response. And it's about to get radio. Let's go. It's about to get radio. Let's go. It's about to get radio. It's about to get It's about to get all of us people. Report to the next floor. Report to the next floor. Report to the next floor. Step, 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 step up. Stand still and flash. Everywhere you look, you got nothing on the way. Step up. Stand still and flash. Everywhere you look, you got nothing on the way. Turn it out to the right. Clap, clap, step up. Come on, shot. Step back. Come on, shot. Turn it out to the left. Clap, clap. Bang, 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 bang. Step up. Stand still and flash. Everywhere you look, you got nothing on the way. Step up. Stand still and flash. Everywhere you look, you got nothing on the way. Turn it out to the right. Clap, clap, step up. Come on, shot. Step back. Come on, shot. Turn it out to the left. Clap, clap. Bang, 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 bang,
They told me that I've been doing it wrong, thinking lonely. From a couple of words in my latest song. Since when is it so weird to be different? You're indescribable in every way. You search me out, now I'm caught up in your grace. I heard my name across the ocean. You pull me closer, the current change. You show me light, a new horizon, a silver lining, a brand new day. And I let go.
My feet have ever moved that fast. Ever. That was amazing. Thank you guys. That was so much fun. So fun. You can see why Stephanie's got a great big group, because she really loves what she does. And she passes that love on to the kids. It's so fun. Okay, we are setting up for chorale. They're going to close us out tonight. Yeah, half a chorale was in that group, so they're like breathing for a second. So while they breathe, I'm going to just share a couple of things with you guys. First of all, let's talk a little bit of logistics about the class schedule for the rest of the semester. So next week we will not have class because we're in the middle of Moana rehearsals next week. Also, a lot of these kiddos are in Moana, but if your kids aren't, if you guys are not involved with the show, we would love for you to come. It's next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and it is going to be really, really fun. And so we would love for you guys to come and see that. We will have our final class for Reclaim for all of these classes on Tuesday, May 3rd. And it's going to be a really fun day, special projects, fun parties, there will be food, most likely, so you'll want to come. So be sure and mark your calendar for May 3rd is our last class day. And then we'll have a break for the summer. Everybody take a minute to breathe and whatever, go to the beach or something, and then we'll be back in August. So also, that reminds me the next thing. Yes, okay, so Moana tickets. This, yes, fall registration, that, yeah, you can go to the next one, that's good. Sorry. Fall registration is now open, and so you can go ahead and register for classes for this coming fall. We have a couple of new classes that I want to talk about. We've already mentioned Chamber Orchestra, which is going to be amazing. That group that was here, it's so cool because they're from all over town. Linda teaches at ODA and at Harmony and here. And so she just has gathered up. She's like the Pied Piper of strings. So anyway, it's going to be a really fun group. So if you play strings, you want to do that. We also are going to have an elementary music class this year. We're adding a staff member, Taylor Fisher, who is a wonderful musician who helps lead worship at our church. And she's going to be taking on the Foundations Choir for Sarah because Sarah's having some schedule changes. And she's also going to start an elementary music class, which is going to be a lot of fun for the younger kiddos. So you'll want to be involved with that. Also, we are having Little Women, our fall theater production. Yes, it's going to be so fun. It will not be a musical, it's going to be a play, stage play. It's going to be really great. So we'll have auditions for that starting in August, and so you're going to want to check all that out. Information will be coming soon. Okay, I'm checking my list. Also, adult hip hop. How many of you want to take a class with Stephanie? Yes, I do. My feet can't do that. She's going to have to do the old and slow version, but I think it would be a lot of fun. So if you want to learn how to move your body and get a great workout at the same time, Stephanie's going to be doing adult hip hop, so check that out. I talked about Moana. Okay, also, we have, last thing, we have a couple of tables out in the back. Julian Jamar, who teaches our writing class and all the other things, is also a published author. And she has her newest book here that just came out, and so you're going to want to grab that. Aria has her books out here also. So if you haven't read those yet, we'd love for you to have the opportunity to pick those up. And then Addie has her sticker table, so you can check that out. And then also you want to check out the art exhibit that's out in the Great Hall before you leave. So, are you guys set? Are you breathing? You're good?
Let's go!
Okay. All right. Okay, so, thank you, Corral. We're looking forward to hearing from you.
They're probably not real happy with me about making them sing after a hip hop. You guys are sweaty. What's wrong with you? We've got a couple of pieces that we'd like to share with you. One is very quick. It's a warm-up that we've used this year, and it's really fun. So we thought we'd share it with you. It's the Mozart alphabet. Then we're doing a piece that was commissioned actually for the Marble Falls High School Choir about 10 years ago, but I teach voice lessons up there, and so I stole it. It's never been heard before, except out of where we sang it in Europe a few years ago. And then the kids, we were preparing for the spring show when COVID hit, and they got to perform Into the Unknown, but we did it as a video. If you were with us back then and got to see it, and they wanted to sing it live. And so we're going to end the show with Into the Unknown. And Aria Stubblefield will be our soloist for
graduating, which I think is rude. But we're not talking about it. I'm gonna.
R-S-C-U-B-W-S
enjoyed your time this evening, and we will see y'all in the fall. Good night.